I'm now live. This is your daily tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. Tarot is for every single zodiac sign. Zodiac, Cancer, Pisces, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. It is for all of you. It is for anybody who is drawn to or connected to anything about this message, anything at all. So that's how it works. The energy will pull you in, and I'll share the message with you. Today is Tuesday. The moon went void, of course, at 12:51 p.m. The moon enters Aquarius at 10:03 p.m. this evening, Eastern Standard Time. So that means that, not Eastern Standard Time, so Pacific Time out here, it's about 7:30 tonight. 7 o'clock tonight, it will be, the moon goes into Aquarius. And that's really, with all this oppositional shit going on, that's really when the shit could hit the fan, like socially type of thing, like globally. But ultimately, what I would say for you is... First of all, let me say I apologize for getting a couple of these days being late, getting the little Astrology Today tidbits out. I apologize for that. I know I promised I would get it out a day early so that people around the globe can get it at the right day. So I will definitely be putting up November 10th. Oh shit, I just remembered it's my friend's birthday. Hold on. Okay. But I will definitely be putting out November 10th right after I get off line with you guys, because I want everybody to get it for the day that it applies. And those are time-sensitive readings. Unlike the Zodiac readings on Born Without Boundaries, those are time-sensitive, right? It's the astrology for the day. So today's astrology is about confrontation, and it's about really being oppositional. But it's not just about popping off arguments everywhere. It's more things that are really sensitive to you, things that you take really personally. It's connected to our deep desires and stuff that we've wanted for a long time. And we don't want to wait anymore. We don't want it anymore. We want it to be a reality. And so some of us, we're definitely rushing into things that aren't as compatible as they should be or could be. But if you tell anybody that today, they're gonna take it really, really hard, really, really bad, and you'll become enemy number one. So the best thing to do today is to just lay the fuck off, lay the fuck back, and not tell them shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of like, what's the matter, boo? Like, that's kind of like where we're at right now. Something's up with kisses. What's the matter, little boo? What's the matter, little boo? Kisses? What's the matter? She's not really comfortable. She's got the itchies. I gave her chicken, and that's a big problem. I shouldn't give her chicken. It makes her ears get infected, and it basically gives her allergy. She has an allergy attack. So I shouldn't give it to her, and I did, and that's just me being dumb. So that's why I'm a little concerned, because my little baby's not... She's fine. She's healthy, but it's just going to be itchy for a while. So yeah, the day of... Tell me if I'm always... You could tell I've gained weight. Like, I am always thinking about food. The color of the day is maroon. I read macaroon. Yes, I did. And the best macaroons that you're ever going to taste in your entire life, of course, I haven't tasted them everywhere in the world, but the best ones I have tasted, and I taste them everywhere I can go, are at a place called La Tulipe in... What is it? It's not Pound Ridge, New York. I think it's Bedford, New York. I think they're in Bedford. Look it up. La Tulipe. Very famous bakery. Really kind of like very, very humble. Not really, it doesn't look like anything extraordinary. It looks really cute inside, but it doesn't look like anything extraordinary. But this baker is just out of this world phenomenal. The best macaroons in the world are from there. They're just fucking ridiculous. I'm telling you right now, they're fucking ridiculous. So if you're ever out in Bedford, or if they have something where you can order online, do it, because, anyway, Yeah, that's where my mind is right now on macaroons. We have Tuesday. The color of the day is maroon, and we're heading from a Capricorn moon into an Aquarius moon. Both Capricorn and Aquarius are influenced at the very least by Saturn. Capricorn is absolutely ruled by Saturn, but Aquarius is old planetary ruler or influencer, if you will, was Saturn. Of course, now it's ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is working shit up right now. It's working shit up right now. It's kicking up dirt, because it wants change. It's like we want change in our lives. We want it, and I think that we're ready for it. And just changes are going to be made. Switches are going to be made. I don't know that we're going to be extraordinarily happy, but we're going to be happy for now. So that's good. Sometimes that's what that's good. Sometimes that's good. Sometimes that's what we got to be. Got to be grateful for what we got now, right? Scorpio reading. Whoa. Libra, I named it what I named it because it is going to piss you off. It pissed me off, right? Pissed me off, but in the best way. Why? Because it's almost saying like everything you thought that was going to work out isn't working out right now. It's not working out. And no matter what I tell you, it's not going to make up for the fact that it's not working out right now. So you just got to feel it. You just got to let yourself be in this moment, feel the disappointment, feel the upset, feel the frustration. And whatever you do, don't allow these experiences to let you lose faith, because faith is essential for you guys right now, and it'll plug you into what's coming. The only things that can be taken out of your life are the things that really weren't ever meant to be yours. I shouldn't say that completely, right? Because there are some serious losses in our lives that we really don't want to talk about or think, well, they were never meant to be ours. That's not true. Like if you lose somebody that you love to an accident or something, certain things were meant to be yours for a time, right? And it's about appreciating that time and the time that you're in right now and learning that difference. And I think that's that Saturnian influence of trying to pressure us into seeing how important it is, because it's the timekeeper. And it's just like, no, like love is eternal, like feelings are eternal, emotions are eternal. So what's really important is for us to connect into the higher power, not the time, not the boundaries, not the restrictions, but the higher power where everything is always, and it will never go away, right? It's really supposed to be not like it's the limitations aren't supposed to be superimposing their supremacy. They're supposed to be driving us closer to the divine, right? And whatever arrogantly takes us away from the supreme and the divine is evil. It's evil. Whatever intentionally tries to usurp it and put itself in that position that's evil. It's absolutely evil. Whatever intentionally tries to disconnect you from the divine. So be careful of that today, especially in terms of our egos, because what is born out of disconnection from the divine will never grow into be anything that's good. Or good for you, right? So tapping into the divine today is very important. Let's get into the reading. No, I have my... Woo! We have the Empress here. It seems like she's fallen. But we have the Empress here. This is somebody, usually a lady, who is just extremely invested in what they do. Right? Invested in working hard and making money and being successful too. So this is about 3D, earthly, abundant success, happiness. Okay. I love you, little boo. It's just interesting that her back is turned. You know, with her back turned, we start to see everything she's had to sort of let go or leave behind. All the prices and costs of her looking in a different direction. Then we have the Four of Wands, which is usually happy and celebration, but it's almost like we're once again looking at them from behind. We're looking at other people. It's almost like we're looking at somebody else be happy where we really want to be. Doesn't mean that there's jealousy, but it does mean that there's longing. And then we have Temperance. So this is Sagittarian energy. This sense of how long are we going to have to wait for that to be in my life? And really not knowing. Courage, intellect, foresight. Really, really not knowing. It's interesting how every one of these cards, their back is to us. Maybe we feel in some ways like we've had someone turn their back on us. Not the divine, though. Understand the divine never turns their back on you. So we have this. We have somebody who is very much into their own gluttonous glory, but they're not giving anybody else credit for how they've helped them. Not really looking at, the little people. So it could be somebody who is ignoring others. Trying to focus on really just their success. We have this stand your ground here. This is the Seven of Wands, which is do the right thing. And that's the first card so far that is looking directly at us saying, hey, make eye contact with me. Look me in the eye, do the right thing. You got to do the right thing. And I guess that's what I was just talking about to Libras. It's like, I know it's like at this moment, it doesn't, what is do the right thing? What does that mean? It means stay connected. We have this, the Page of Pentacles, which could be a younger male. It could also be just a shorter male, somebody who's shorter, like littler in stature. Usually Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. This is an opportunity or something that you desire or want or an offer. A 3D offer. Kisses. Come on. And then we have Scorpio. Here we go. Death. Now on this side, it's the ending. Something is ending. Something is over. Something is over. This is Scorpio season, or this is a Scorpio dealing with a Scorpio. Clarity and triumph, success, beauty. Somebody winning over. Somebody's moving on. Moving on. Moving on from what? Moving on from the stress in your mind. Moving on from the pain and suffering something's caused you. Realizing that, you know what? I gotta let this go. Yes, this is major arcana. If the gods are asking me to let this fucking go, I gotta let this go. Let it go. Oh, now we have communications coming in. This is the Page of Swords. Maybe some communications coming in, little communications, small communications, maybe online. Martyrdom. This is doing a great deal of work, but it's almost like saying, oh, look at me. Look at me with all this work I do. I'm so amazing. Let me build a monument to myself. That's kind of the mentality. I don't know. This is a somebody. This is a person. It's like, it's somebody's got a lot to do, but they make sure everybody knows it. It's not that they're not really working. It's not that they're being fake, but they're making sure that they are a testament to their own superiority, right? It's kind of like that. This is an energy of somebody who is winning, you know, because they promote themselves in a specific way. So for those of you who are looking to promote yourselves, this might be a good time to do it. You know, it could be a good time to get out there and speak out and tell people what you're offering, right? It's almost like that kind of shameless self-promotion. This is the mentality of shameless self-promotion. Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. It could be how you use it. But ultimately, this is it. This is turning your back on everybody else, not worrying about what anybody else thinks, just making the decision to move forward and do what's right for you. And part of that is demonstrating or showing or talking about, look how amazing I am. Look at all the hard work that I've done. To me, this is describing somebody that would irritate the shit out of me, to be totally honest with you. It's describing a person who is very much ignorant of anybody or anything around them, and they just want to make things what they want to make them. Now, sometimes this is the way to success, right? This is the breakthrough. When you are completely like, this is like tunnel vision, right? You want to create an opportunity for yourself. Maybe you're small now, but you don't want to be small forever. How do you create an opportunity for yourself? Just unadulterated selfishness. Or self-consumption. And it's not a long-term thing. You can't stay in this modality for a long time because it will isolate you from people and it will hurt you. But ultimately, sometimes we just got to double down and do that tunnel vision kind of thing and just be like, all right, it's got to be all about me for right now. So in a good context, this could be the sign saying, you just gotta like fuck everybody else. Like forget about them. Like forget about everybody around, tunnel vision, cut everybody out, even take time away. I remember reading Michelle Obama's book, and she was describing how when Barack Obama was writing his book, his first book, what was it, Something of My Father's? He actually went away. He didn't leave them. He didn't leave he wasn't walking away from his family, but he went away for about a month to just sort of like put himself in a den and put himself away from everything to double down on this book and get it written so that he could get it to the publisher on time. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. So you don't have to be like leaving or abandoning people. But this is almost like, hey, listen, I got to get away for clarity for my own fucking self. I got to just like get shit done for right now. Maybe a lot of times you guys would think of finals, like if you've been to college. It's kind of like that time when the partying has to stop, and it's like you can't go out with your friends. You just got to get this done. You know it's going to only be for the next week and a half, so you're good to go. You're good to do it. It's like the sacrifice that has to be made. But we're ending on this. I'm telling you, it's still irritating me because we're ending on this note of this is that person who wants to just like constantly talk about everything that they do and make a fucking show of it, which means that you're lying. It means that you're not really turning your back on everybody. You're not really turning your back. You're not really taking time out. You're not really setting yourself apart. You're just making a show and making yourself a fucking martyr. So this is definitely almost like the conquest of the martyr today. I don't know if you're dealing with a person like this, but it's definitely someone who is just that energy of, yeah, you may be sitting there. That's what I feel, because there's so many cards like they're facing away. So it's almost like in some ways you're sitting there watching somebody else get all the glory because they make a reality show out of their fucking hard work. And it's just like, you work harder on convincing me that you work hard than you do actually doing the fucking work. Cut your shit. So let's get some clarity and sincerity in here today and be like, what do we want to be? If you got to double down on your work, then you double down on your work and you get that shit done. But you don't worry about what anybody else is thinking, and you don't do it with reality show cameras there, making sure they click, click, click every fucking aspect of your ass, right? That's clearly just, I need attention so fucking bad that I'm going to do anything I can to get it. And I feel like maybe some of us are dealing with this person. I don't know. I don't know why this energy is coming up. But for right now, it feels like this is the energy that wins the day. This is the, yeah, because people are hypnotized. They're fucking confused. They're falling for the magic spell because they're idiots. And it's almost like maybe that's the illumination. That's what we see. I know some of you aren't relating to this. You're like, but I want a romance reading. What's happening with my boo? Your boo is probably fucking somebody else. Your boo's probably with somebody else who went after them harder and faster and deeper and stronger and shook their shit out there and said everything that your boo needed to hear. That's what this that's how you would apply it there. And you're sitting over there shy in the corner just expecting people to notice and recognize your vibes and your goodness. And no, that's not what's happening. Today what's happening is the person that brings in the greatest show gets the greatest attention. Your commitment is being tested. Bam! Underlying energy. There you go. It is. It's being tested. How much do you really want what you do? You know? Or do you just want it for attention? Or do you really love it? Or because it's almost like in some ways you feel that there's this sense of, but you've lost. But you've lost. How can I lose if I haven't given up? Throat chakra. Something was suppressed. Something wasn't said. Or something didn't get to be said. Somebody cut off what you had to say. Accelerated motion, and all of a sudden things started rushing or speeding up. Really, things started moving quickly. What is this? Transformation. Something is changing. And what I said, what I kind of was feeling, especially with the scorpionic energy, was you can force something. You can force something to look like and act like and be like what you want it to be. You can do this all you want and you can keep this shit going for years. But ultimately, it's always going to be itself. And you're never going to fucking change what something is at its core. And it will always emerge. And I feel like there's something emerging. And it's a truth that needs to be told, and it's a truth that needs to be accepted. There's a transformation here. Ooh, okay. We have to the sea. You need to take some time by yourself. Be alone. Be alone with your emotions. Honor your emotions. Feel your emotions. In other words, you, my friends, let all this shit happen outside of you. Let it all go on outside of you. It's got nothing to fucking do with you. Don't get involved. Stay right. Feel your emotions. Feel it to heal it. Just be where you need to be right now. Here. Don't be fighting these false battles. Don't be trying to fit square pegs into round holes just because you don't want to go looking for the right size peg. Don't be doing that shit, because that's what a lot of people are doing right now. That's a big time energy right now. It's Saturn setting a trap. It's Saturn setting a trap. I can tell you that right now. Serendipity is here. It means wait for it. It means the timing has to be perfect. Perfect timing. It's everything coming together in synchronicity. A serendipitous event. Bam. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. And serendipity is when kind of God comes into it. It's almost like I don't know, you had that substitute teacher who's trying to take control of the class and trying to pretend like they know stuff, and everybody's going wild, but at the same time, they don't want to get in trouble, so they're kind of playing along, and then all of a sudden, the real teacher enters the room. Serendipity is when the real teacher enters the room and gets everything back on track, back on schedule, and makes everybody know exactly where they should be. So it's like, yeah, that's about to happen. You can decide that you can defy God, but you can't. And you can defy God. And by God, I mean what's meant to be, what's sort of fated, what's like fated. But all that does is show that you don't deserve to be in the classroom. All that does is going to get your ass kicked out. And then you're going to have a much longer journey to get back in. That's kind of what it is. It's like, oh, okay, it's really a test to the students. It's saying, but who's really good? Because when you think the eyes aren't on you, when you think you have the upper hand, let me reveal who you really are. Who are you really? Right? If who you are really is, I'm going to just go after it, even though I know it's not mine. I'm just going to go and get it. I'm going to go after it. Okay, well then you're a greedy motherfucker and you just exposed yourself. You know, it's not that, and it's, no, you're not greedy for going after your heart's purpose, like what was put in your heart. Absolutely not. I'm not talking to y'all folks at all. This is the kind of shit where, like I said, somebody wants the attention for something they don't deserve. That's the energy. And this is the trap being set for those motherfuckers. That's what I'm trying to say. Abundance from within and good fortune is coming. Serendipity. You will be rewarded for your good behavior when good behavior was something you thought or everybody thought they could do without. You will be rewarded for it. Being rewarded for it. This is a joyful time, playful time. Be joyful, be playful. This is innocence. Something is dropping that we don't expect. It's almost like we're not going to expect that something smaller than us. This is a sense of somebody who thought they had it all together, and then all of a sudden they get surprised by the little guy. This is like fucking Rocky. You know what I'm saying? It's like the underdog all of a sudden being thrown a bone. And you might hear something from an unexpected place. See, somebody, because this guy right here, this is somebody who just doesn't look down. He doesn't look, forget about down. He doesn't look around him or above him. He thinks he's got everything. He just too into his own superiority to see the real knowledge right above him. He's looking for something he'd never expect it to be. Like, look at right above you, dude. Like, hello. It's like, wake up. This is like finally waking up out of your own arrogance. That's kind of what it is. And then we have peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. What did I say? Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. Let go of the need to win. Let go. Honor your inner knowing, medicine mother. This is us getting one and right with our own inner truth. And then summer, bask in joy and light. So something warming your heart, or hard work, actual hard work paying off. Doubling down on your hard work, your real hard work. Not to show somebody your hard work or say, oh, look at me, look at all that I'm doing. I'm so fucking amazing. People pet me, people clap for me. No. You're wasting time. Don't waste time with those motherfuckers. You will be seen. Because when you really double down on your actual God-given work, like, that shit's going to draw people. It's going to have a natural gravity to it, like the sun. Stars don't ask people, look at my light, look at my light, look at my light. People worship the sun. They can't wait till it comes back out every morning. Okay? Stars don't need promotion. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. Some people got gravity and some people want it. And this first kind of person is, it's almost like sitting back and watching all those motherfuckers who just want the gravity sit there and take all the prizes of gravity. Guess what? Move out the way. I am beautiful. This is self-confidence, self-love, and looking at yourself, like validating you, not needing the attention, not needing the, oh, but look how hard I worked. Oh my God, I'm so amazing because I worked. Cool, because what the fuck? Dude, you know how many people get out of fucking bed every day and work 12 hours a day? Stop fucking putting that goddamn cross on your back because you ain't alone and you ain't special. You dumbass motherfucker. If what you got is worth attention, it's gonna like the gravity is gonna bring people to you. This is about this sincere understanding of I'm beautiful, even without all the validation. This is like sincere confidence. Enlightenment. Pursue spiritual growth. That's what it is. There you go. See, look at this. Look at this. You got the peacocks looking up at her. They're not even trying to shine. They're not even trying to flail their tails. They're not even trying. Because she's just got so much over them. They couldn't even compete with her in their color. Everything is in awe of her. Why? Because she's connected to God. And what is that? God wants to speak through you, trying to speak through you through divine inspiration. It's not just about making money. It's not just about like fucking like getting attention. Oh my God. Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Yeah, we are being approached by absolute pure light. There's lots coming out here. Okay, let's start here. Azurite, deep emotional healing. Your heart is ready to heal from past experiences, and you are willing to devote time and energy toward therapeutic care. Way to go. And then watermelon tourmaline, stress reduction. De-stress your mind, body, and schedule as you need to rest, recharge, and revive. So in other words, relax about what everybody else thinks. You keep doing what you're doing. Okay? Nobody got to know right now. Not that you should hide it, right? But I'm saying generate the truth, and the truth generates gravity. Motherfuckers come to you. Revealing your true self. As you allow others to know the real you, you'll feel loved for who you truly are. Bam. And then ready to love again. You've healed from the past enough to open your heart to new love. Wow. You're ready. This is also permission. It's also permission to like not feel like you have to work too hard to please others. It's also permission to understand that you're valuable just as you are for what you are already given. You don't have to shameless self-promotion. Shameless self-promotion is a sign of insecurity. And if that's what you're doing, it's because you somehow at some level don't really believe that you're worth it at all. Let's go to our angel messages. And that doesn't make you a bad person. It just means, where do I go from here? If I don't really feel, if I feel like I have to, all this fake hair, all these fake eyelashes, all this fake, and people, whatever. I'm just using it as a metaphor. Do it what you can, do what you want with it. But that sense of like all this fake stuff that I put on me to just shine and get attention. It's like, go out without any of that shit. Strip it all out. No hair dye, nothing. Why can't you just be fucking you? What is the problem with it? Why do you have a problem with it? I'm not even telling you to go without your hair dye or whatever you're doing. But I'm saying you need to get real with you right now. That's the best use of this energy right now, is to say, what problem do I really have with this? Am I dyeing my hair because I like the color? Or am I dyeing the hair because I just don't want people to know that I'm graying? And why do I have such a problem with the fact that I'm aging? Have I not achieved enough in my life? Do I feel? Because it's like you're putting the major pressure on you. You're putting more pressure on you than anybody's putting on you. Right? So this is a sense of learning what we put on and why we put it on, and getting real with ourselves instead of believing our own bullshit, and then engaging other people to believe our bullshit too, so that we don't have to face our bullshit. Like, that's the next level up, right? That's the next level up of insecurity, is arrogance. I'm going to convince them that I'm super amazing. They have to agree with me, or else I have to face that I don't even agree with me. And instead, working on that inner space, that inner work of getting to a point in the future where you do agree with you, and you know that you're special, and you know that you're beautiful, and you don't need the external validation. So this is, as Uranus always is, a means to the truth. Even Saturn is pushing, and mean as fuck, a means to the truth. Sacred knowledge. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Feel the peace within. Beyond your thoughts lies your eternal truth, the I am presence of eternal love. The unknown. Do not fear the unknown. It is a time of deep exploration this is a time of deep exploration and transformation. Unfamiliar territory leads to new horizons. So if you've just kind of been thrown for a loop about something that you really were surprised at, you didn't think you'd miss out on this opportunity. And this was big time Libra energy. Last night, because Scorpios, y'all's getting everything you want. The problem with that energy is self-deception, because just because you want it doesn't mean it's actually supposed to be yours. So there is that sense, and I'm not just talking about Scorpios are doing this and Libras are doing it. These are the energies, right, that I channeled last night in my readings. That sense of there are some people out there consuming because they can, and they're gonna get their way, and they're gonna be real happy about it until 2 years later when they have 200 pounds to lose because they've glutted themselves and nobody around them is really happy. And then you have the other people who are getting disappointed like crazy. They're feeling like the losers because we have the gluttonous eating up, and then other people not knowing what to do about it, not knowing how to defend themselves, or thinking, well, I'm lost. I'm a loser because I guess I'm just not what everybody needs or everybody wants. Don't internalize what's happening right now is what I'm saying. Don't take it personally. Because it really is just an exposure of people's real behavior and real faces and who they really fucking are. And some of it's really fucking ugly, even if it's painted really nice and sold really well. The truth is out there and it's right in your face. Do you have the strength and the courage to see it, including when you look in the mirror? I love you so much, guys. You are the best. Thank you for joining me so much today. And I will definitely be on here tomorrow. Remember to subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, go over to Born Without Boundaries Tarot, subscribe to that channel, ring that bell. Scorpio, Libra, Sagittarius, you are up. And then Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, you're coming out tomorrow. I love you guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys.